All right, so depending on where you are, there's a little snow on the ground. Okay.
Yeah, it's
Some places.
It's getting into that like dirty snow territory,
Yeah,
though.
where it's just mostly ice.
Yeah.
Brown ice. It's not great.
I feel like I'm being watched.
You are. But Friday, maybe we'll get a little fresh snow.
Thanks for redirecting me. Yes, and that storm is easier to forecast. I feel better about it than this one was always a little slippery.
And up and down the East Coast, everyone has made that comment. Like this one has been very tricky.
There's a lot of apology videos yesterday by meteorologists that I follow. Some down in Boston, some around here. I mean, everyone knows it's hard. It is unusual nowadays to have that big a track shift within 24 hours of a storm. But that's what happened, and luckily at least we caught it yesterday enough to say, hey, this thing's off, instead of just waking up and noticing that. You can see the snow is down into Boston. This was a big storm down in Connecticut and Rhode Island. They've got over a foot of snow there. Pretty good storm in New York as well. It's now moving away, so the precipitation shield will not make it any farther north than it is right now, and we'll start to, if anything, clear out more later today. Satellites pretty thick along the coastline. We've got some sun across northern Maine. It will stay that way, but I think it's going to be hard for us to get into sun in areas that are cloudy right now because this storm, although it's far enough away from us for snow, has a pretty big cloud shield. So it's going to be difficult for us to clear out later today. So there it is, the storm moving away. This tries to break us up right around sunset as far as the cloud cover goes. Tonight is not a frigid night, but it's colder than it's been in the 20s and teens, and it sets us up for a chilly day tomorrow too. You can see there's an isolated snow shower being depicted here. It's a possibility. I think otherwise it's really just partly cloudy tomorrow, but temperatures struggle. We're only in the 20s. We're in the teens in the mountains. We haven't had a whole lot of that in February so far. In fact, just running the numbers, it's the warmest start to February on record for Portland, Bangor, and Caribou, so our major climate areas. It is the warmest start. So it's not going to be that cold, but it's jarringly cold based on where we've been. And we'll do that Wednesday night into the single digits and teens. And again, on Thursday, we'll be right around freezing with a good deal of sunshine. So nothing here is super anomalous for February, but the anomaly is where we've been in the 40s and 50s. We got some light snow coming in. It looks like Thursday night into Friday. This is easier because it's a continental storm. It's kind of a clipper moving west to east. Traditionally, models do a better job with that than they do with coastal systems. So it just kind of wraps in here Thursday night into Friday morning. Should be a pretty quick mover, getting it out of here by mid-morning or so on Friday. The only question mark here, honestly, is do we get a little extra development of that low once it moves offshore? But generally, I think we're looking at just kind of a 1 to 3. I was thinking 3 to 6 originally, but it's not quite cold enough, I don't think, to get the ratios that we would need for that extra accumulation. So I think a 1 to 3 is a better place to be. You can see this model is giving a little enhancement back into New Hampshire and a little bit into the mountains here, but not a huge event, just enough to kind of freshen things up. Slowly, quietly, we are falling well behind for snow. When I looked at this, it felt like a couple of weeks ago, within the bounds of normal. But now we're starting to fall behind, which makes sense because typically we get our butts kicked this time of the year and it's not really happening. And so that puts us below average. Plenty of time, as you know. March is a winter month. April is sometimes a winter month.
It's often a winter month
as well. So, we got time. Oh yeah, Valentine's Day, tomorrow. And then we've got that snow on Friday. We'll watch a couple snow showers maybe over the weekend. That's a storm trying to develop. It doesn't look like it's going to, but it might give us a couple snow showers right around freezing in there. So again, nothing, it's funny that we're billing this as a cool down, and it is. But if you said, hey, this is mid-February, and those are the highs, you'd be like, yeah, that's fine.
Mild, right?
It's
no complaints.
It's just that we had a little tease there in the 40s and 50s, and we're going to step back
to where we typically are.
Yeah.
Okay. Keith, thanks.